Hi, I'm Casey, and I have a crush on food. And today I have a crush on brownie thins. The holidays are here, and I have a great little treat that you can package up and give to people if you like to do that sort of thing. It also makes a great addition to a monetary gift, personalizes it a little bit. They're really easy and really tasty. I've had a lot of people tell me how good they are, and they can't wait for the holidays for me to make them again. So let's start. The first thing you're going to want to do is chop up some chocolate, 2 ounces of bittersweet chocolate, and 6 tablespoons of butter. So I have those in a medium-sized microwavable bowl, and I'm going to melt this in the microwave 1 to 2 minutes. You don't want to go over, and then we'll whisk it together. So I'm going to do that now. So I whisked it up, I melted it about a minute, and then it looks really smooth. Chocolate and the butter melted together. So half a cup of sugar we're going to add to this, and 1 egg. Just whisk that. Until you kind of got it all mixed together. So these are supposed to taste like the very top layer of a brownie, and they do. They're really good. Alrighty. Now we're going to add the flour. 3 tablespoons plus 1 teaspoon, and then just a pinch of salt, which I have in here. And I'm going to dump that in, and then 1/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract and 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. I'm going to whisk that again. These are also great if you want to add it to a gift for one of your child's teachers, and they can help you make them because they're so easy. So it also can personalize that kind of gift as well. Okay, so once you have the batter mixed up, you're going to let it sit for about 10 minutes before we put it on the cookie sheet. So while it's sitting, go ahead and preheat the oven to 350 degrees. And you can get a couple of baking sheets out, and I like to use parchment paper because it makes cleanup a lot easier and they're not going to stick. But you can also coat the pans with butter or cooking spray if you want. I'm going to let this sit, and then we'll put them on the cookie sheets. So my batter has been sitting, and this is going to make 24 little brownie thins. So you're going to put 12 on each baking sheet, and unless you have a really large oven, probably just want to do 1 sheet at a time to make sure they cook right. And position your rack in the lower third part of the oven, which is probably a little lower than you bake most things. So you're just going to take a small spoonful and drop it on the cookie sheet. Make sure you give them enough space because they will spread out when you're baking them. This is also a great idea if you like to do a cookie swap. So if that's something that you normally do around the holidays, these would be great for that too. So once you have them on the cookie sheet, all 12 of them, you're going to take a piece of saran wrap, spray one side with cooking spray, and put that side down over your cookies, and just gently press them down just a little bit. It's really easy to put too much batter, and I confess I've done that. Not a big deal. So I'm going to top these with a little bit, and just pull the saran wrap. It doesn't stick because we sprayed it. So I'm going to top these with a little bit of chopped pistachios. Not everybody likes nuts, so They're great without nuts. Really great. You could use almonds if you wanted to, or walnuts, but if you are giving them as a gift and you're not sure about allergies, because nut allergies are kind of common, then you could definitely leave the nuts off. But if you do want to put a few, you just sprinkle some on top, like so. Kind of gives a little bit of texture to the cookie. So once you're ready and you have the nuts on here as desired, then you're going to bake them for about 7 minutes, not very long. And let them cool in the pan for about 2 minutes so they can solidify, and then you can transfer them to a baking sheet. So I'm going to stick these in the oven, and when they're cooled, I'll show you how to wrap them up. So the brownie thins are cooled, and another great thing about the parchment paper is you can just slide it off of the cookie sheet and put it on your cooling rack. And again, they don't stick, and it's much easier to clean up. So I'm going to get cute for a second since it's the holidays, and show you how you can just wrap these up really nice. I would just put maybe 6 or 8 in each bag, and you can get, it'd be really cute to get a clear bag as well, and the colorful holiday ribbon. But just stick a few in here. Be a little careful because they're delicate, the brownie thins. And then you can wrap them up with a nice bow. Super cute. So I think that although not everybody likes to bake, people feel special when you give them something that you made at home, especially if it's good. So these are good, and it's just a little treat. It's nothing too over the top, and it lets that other person know that you were thinking of them. So voila, just one of my many holiday suggestions.